As a course creator, the offer is the most important part of selling your online course. So how do you craft an offer that makes your customers drool? That's coming up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kerry. I'm an online entrepreneur if we don't know each other. And this channel is here to give you the best strategies, secrets, and hacks to grow your online business. And I'm really excited today because this is our very first Friday video. We normally release videos on only Tuesdays, and now we are releasing 2 videos per week on Tuesday and Friday. And these Friday videos are dedicated to helping online course creators and course sellers specifically. We're gonna be covering a lot of different marketing things in these Friday videos, but the main purpose is to help online course creators and course sellers. So if you're currently selling an online course or you want to sell an online course in the future, these Friday videos are going to be really helpful to you. And our Tuesday videos are going to continue in the same vein that they have, mainly focusing on e-commerce and t-shirts and print on demand and that sort of thing. So in today's video, we're diving into how to create an irresistible offer for your online course, how to craft an offer that makes your customers just pull out their credit cards and buy your online course. So I'm going to teach you a 4-step method that I've come up with. It's kind of how I create my offers for my online courses. And with that being said, let's dive into it right now. All right, I've got my iPad pulled up here and we're going to start diving into this. Now, first off, there are a lot of different ways to launch an online course or to sell an online course. Usually that's going to consist of some kind of value giving before you get to the offer, like a webinar, a challenge, or numerous other ways, long form sales copy on a sales page. There needs to be some warm up period. You might need to get them on your list, send them some content before you actually pitch them your offer. But what I want you to understand is that the offer is the most important part of selling, and a lot of courses can be sold with just the offer, with just a really, really great offer. So it is, I believe, the most important part of trying to sell your online course, and something that sometimes kind of gets put on the back burner because you spend all your time crafting like the perfect webinar and building the perfect funnel that you kind of just think, well, if I do all that stuff, people will just buy my course. But the offer, again, so important that you have a really, really awesome offer, a drool-worthy offer. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So let's jump into this 4-step method. Step number 1 is to identify customer objections. Your whole offer is going to be built on overcoming customer objections. This is really, really important to know up front, that the way that we build an offer that really gets people to buy is by identifying what objections they might have to investing into your online course. Now, some common ones are, time, money, just tech. Tech is a big one depending on the niche that you're in. If it requires any kind of tech, that can be a big hurdle for people. Belief in themselves, belief in the product, belief that they're able to do it. That is really, really big. So step number 1, you need to really think about and do some research on what your potential customer objections might be. Another tip is to go and join some Facebook groups that have your ideal customer in them and see what kind of questions are being asked. And maybe start your own Facebook group where you can get your ideal customer into that group and then start to ask questions before you launch an offer. So you really need to spend some time learning about your customers, figuring out what their objections are or what their struggles are with the result that you're trying to get them so that you can overcome them with your offer. Step number 2 is to create your core offer. Now, before you think about any bonuses or any additional things that you're going to offer, you want to start with your core offer. So I like to think of this like, what is the result that I want to get my customer, and what is the main receivables that they're going to get in the offer that are going to get them that result. Usually this is going to be like your course and like any other, big things that might be included with that. Now, I recommend in your core offer, just make it a few items. I usually have it be 2, 3, 4 items. And again, these are usually the main pieces, the main, things like live coaching, if that's included, the main course, if that's included, and then any like resources that come inside the main course. So you just think about what's your core offer. Again, it's usually maybe 2 to 4 main items. These are kind of the big things. Always include your online course in this core offer. So that's where you want to start creating that core offer. Number 3 is bonuses that overcome objections. That overcome objections. Now, this is really important. The way that I want you to think about bonuses, and you definitely need bonuses when you're creating this offer. You've got that core offer, and your core offer should definitely overcome some of the objections. But really, when you start to build out your bonuses, these additional things that people are going to get with your inside of your offer, you want to think about the objections that you have come up with in the beginning and start breaking those out. Each bonus needs to overcome an objection. I don't recommend just throwing in random bonuses to make it just this big, huge package. Be very intentional with your bonuses. Think about things that will save your customer time, things like templates or swipe files, anything that will speed up the process. And then think about some of these other skills they might need. In my case, I teach, about Facebook ads and about t-shirt design. And so I'm thinking about all of these other resources that might speed up the process. So again, saving them time or saving them money or saving them, making the technical part easier. Any additional things that you can throw in to overcome the objections. But I don't recommend that you just make a big package of just a bunch of random stuff. Really be intentional with your bonuses to make sure that they're addressing the objections that your customer might have. The 4th and final step is to incentivize action. Incentivize action. All right, this is where it gets, really fun. Now, we're talking about things like bundle discounts, fast action bonuses, pay in full bonuses, and then urgency and scarcity. So let's kind of break these down a little bit. Now, if you're launching through, let's say, a webinar or a challenge, you might want to consider creating a specific offer just for that group of people that are going to be on that live webinar or on that challenge, right? It makes it a little more exclusive, makes it feel like, hey, since you joined this challenge and you went through each day's, work with me and you attended the sessions, I want to make you an exclusive bundle offer that's only available here, only available for one time, and maybe including some additional items that are only included for those people. Next, talking about fast action bonuses. I'm going to put that here. Let's put bundle discounts, and then we'll put fast action. Now, I love the fast action bonus. This is a bonus that you only get for acting within a certain period of time. Usually a fast action bonus would be, only for today or only for the next 60 minutes or the next few hours, but having an additional bonus to incentivize people to act now, because you've probably heard the saying a lot that, once you let a customer go, like think about in retail or in sales, in car sales, you get somebody that walks into the car lot, you're trying to sell them, and they say, well, I'm going to go look a couple other places. Chances are they're not coming back. So the more people that you can capture quickly right here on the live webinar, right here on the live challenge, on the pitch, the more people that you can get right there with something like a fast action bonus, the better your results are going to be. You're going to get people to take that action and act quickly. Let's talk about a pay in full bonus. So this is just like it sounds. It is a bonus that people get for paying in full for your online course as opposed to taking the payment plan. Again, this is a great way to incentivize people to go ahead and pay in full. And the way that you do that, and I'll put a little extra couple points here, is money savings. So usually you want your pay in full price to be cheaper than the payment plan as far as, spread out in payments. So if you have 5 payments that come out to $1,200 and you offer your course in full for for $997, which is like $200 less than the payment plan, right? So that's the first thing when it comes to pay in full, is you want that savings. And then the next thing is the additional bonus. So they get an additional bonus for paying in full. So again, you're just incentivizing them to give you that full amount up front, as opposed to take the payment plan, and that's going to give you a lot more cash up front. The last thing is urgency and scarcity, which we kind of already touched on, and I'll put that right here. But you want to do anything you can, again, to get people to take action. Some ideas for this would be limited number of spots, right? So if you have an online course, maybe you have a coaching element with it, maybe not, but you only are going to take a certain amount of people. Let's say you're going to take only 50 people for this special offer on the live webinar, the challenge, or whatever you're doing. That's a way to make it exclusive and have that scarcity, is by saying, hey, this offer, we're cutting it off at 50 people. We're letting no more people in. And you can make that number whatever you want. If 100 people is where you want to get to, and that's going to be a huge launch for you, then make it 100. If you don't hit it, there's no harm, no foul. But limiting the number of students in is a great way to get people to think, oh man, if I don't join now, I might not be able to get in. The other way is, countdown, having an end date. Now, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm sure it doesn't, is, you should not have your course available all the time. Even if you're running on what's called evergreen, where, you're always letting people watch your webinar, go through your challenge or whatever you're doing, and then buy, there still needs to be a cutoff date. And you can do that with something like Deadline Funnel, which is really easy to install. And that gives everybody a true date where they can no longer access your course. You need to have some kind of end date on there. That's not to say from time to time that you can't reopen the cart and give those people access again. But that is how, you get people to take action, is by having that close date on your course. And the last thing is daily bonuses. Now, there are a lot of other ways to do urgency and scarcity. These are just some of the ideas that I use. Having daily bonuses, again, you reserving some of your bonuses that you have in your offer to only offer on certain days. They're exclusive. They're only for that day. So if you launch your course on a Thursday and you pitch your offer, you might have a exclusive bonus that's only for Friday, and an exclusive bonus that's only for Saturday. These work really, really well, because if a person happens to see your offer on your pitch day and they're like, man, that's a great offer, but it's just not what I need. You may have a one-day bonus that comes out the next day that piques their interest enough to get them to buy. And, oftentimes what you'll hear from customers when they buy your courses is they'll say, I actually only bought for this one bonus. A lot of people buy courses just for the bonuses, and that speaks to spending that time, taking that time to really craft an amazing offer. Hey, I hope this was helpful for you today. And if you are a course creator, if you're currently selling an online course, or you want to start your own online course, I want to invite you to join our brand new, completely free Facebook group called Launch with Impact. If you know me at all, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am focused on impact. I want to make a huge impact on people with my online courses and with my business. And I want to help people that have that same mindset. So if you're an online course seller, or you're wanting to start an online course and you are impact driven, you are focused on impact, I want you to join this free Facebook group. All you have to do is go over to group.kerryegeler.com. That will redirect you over to that group. You can join for free. There's a few questions to answer there. And I'm going to be going live frequently in this group to do free live trainings. And I'm also going to be giving out a lot of free advice. And it's a great place for you to learn from others and also learn from me on how to launch your course and have your first 5 or 6 figure launch for your online course. And that's really what we're going to be focused on, helping impact-driven course sellers have a huge launch and learn how to do that. So go over there. Again, it's group.kerryegeler.com. Get in there, and we will see you next week.